Question 1. What does this road sign indicate to drivers? A. Stop completely. B. Slow down. C. Yield to traffic. D. Proceed with caution. Answers is A. Stop completely. This sign is a stop sign, requiring drivers to come to a complete stop before the stop line, crosswalk or intersection, and only proceed when safe to do so. Question 2. When you see this sign, what action should you take? A. Yield to other traffic. B. Stop completely. C. Increase speed. D. Honk your horn. Answers is A. Yield to other traffic. This is a give way yield sign. It means you must slow down and be prepared to stop to let other traffic that has the proceed safely before you enter. Question 3. What does this road sign prohibit? A. Stopping your vehicle. B. Parking your vehicle. C. Making a U-turn. D. Changing lanes. Answers is A. Stopping your vehicle. This sign indicates no stopping. You are not permitted to stop your vehicle in this area, even briefly, except to avoid conflict with other traffic or obeying a traffic officer. Question 4. What is the meaning of this road sign? A. No parking allowed. B. No stopping allowed. C. Hospital zone. D. Passenger loading zone. Answers is A. No parking allowed. This sign indicates no parking. You are allowed to stop briefly to load or unload passengers or goods, but you cannot leave your vehicle unattended in this zone. Question 5. What does this sign mean for all vehicles? A. Do not enter this road. B. One-way street ahead. C. Yield to oncoming traffic. D. Maximum speed limit. Answers is A. Do not enter this road. This do not enter sign means vehicles are prohibited from entering the roadway where the sign is displayed. It is often found at exit ramps or at the end of one-way streets. Question 6. When approaching this sign, what maneuver is prohibited? A. Making a right turn. B. Making a left turn. C. Proceeding straight. D. Making a U-turn. Answers is A. Making a right turn. This sign indicates no right turn. Drivers are not permitted to turn right at the intersection or location where this sign is posted. Plan your route accordingly. Question 7. What does this sign prohibit at an intersection? A. Making a left turn. B. Making a right turn. C. Proceeding straight. D. Stopping. Answers is A. Making a left turn. This sign indicates no left turn. Drivers are not permitted to turn left at the intersection or location where this sign is posted. Look for alternative routes. Question 8. What driving action is forbidden by this sign? A. Making a U-turn. B. Making a left turn. C. Making a right turn. D. Overtaking another vehicle. Answers is A. Making a U-turn. This sign indicates no. Drivers are not permitted to make a U-turn at the location where this sign is posted, often due to safety or traffic flow concerns. Question 9. What action is mandatory when you see this sign? A. Proceed in a circle. B. Stop and yield. C. Turn right only. D. No entry. Answers is A. Proceed in a circle. This roundabout sign indicates a circular intersection where traffic flows in one direction around a central island. Drivers must yield to traffic already in the roundabout. Question 10. What does this sign warn drivers about ahead? A. Pedestrian crossing. B. School zone. C. Children at play. D. No pedestrians. Answers is A. Pedestrian crossing. This sign warns drivers that there is a marked pedestrian crossing ahead. Drivers should be prepared to slow down or stop for pedestrians who may be crossing. Question 11. What does this warning sign indicate? A. Roadwork ahead. B. Construction zone ends. C. Detour ahead. D. Rough road ahead. Answers is A. Roadwork ahead. This sign warns drivers of road work or construction ahead. Drivers should be cautious, slow down, obey flagpersons, and follow any temporary instructions or signs. Question 12. What does this warning sign alert drivers to? A. Children crossing or playing. B. School bus stop. C. Playground ahead. D. Pedestrian crossing. Answers is A. Children crossing or playing. This children sign warns drivers to be especially vigilant for children, often near schools, parks, or residential areas, who may enter the road unexpectedly. Question 13. What is the primary purpose of this sign? A. Indicate max speed. B. Suggest minimum speed. C. Show distance to city. D. Mark a parking area. Answers is A. Indicate max speed. This sign indicates the maximum speed limit permitted on this section of the road under normal conditions. Drivers must not exceed the speed shown for safety. Question 14. What action is required when you see this sign? A. Proceed straight only. B. Turn left only. C. Turn right only. D. Any direction is allowed. Answers is A. Proceed straight only. This proceed straight sign is a mandatory sign, meaning traffic must continue straight ahead and is not permitted to turn left or right at the intersection. Question 15. What does this warning sign indicate about the road surface? A. Slippery road ahead. B. Rough road ahead. C. Road work ahead. D. Loose gravel. Answers is A. Slippery road ahead. This slippery road sign warns drivers that the road surface may be slippery due to ice, water, oil, or other conditions, requiring speed and increased caution. Question 16. What does this sign warn about ahead? A. Railway crossing. B. Railway crossing. C. Drawbridge ahead. D. Traffic light ahead. Answers is A. Railway crossing. This sign warns of a railway crossing ahead. Drivers must be prepared to stop for trains and should never try to beat an oncoming train. It's very dangerous. Question 17. What does this information sign indicate? A. One-way street. B. Two-way street. C. No entry. D. End of one-way street. Answers is A. One-way street. This one-way road sign indicates that traffic is only permitted to travel in the direction of the arrow. Drivers must not go against the flow of traffic. Question 18. What does this warning sign indicate about the road's gradient? A. Steep ascent ahead. B. Steep descent ahead. C. Uneven road. D. Road narrows. Answers is A. Steep ascent ahead. This sign indicates a steep ascent ahead. Drivers may need to shift to A lower gear to maintain power, prevent engine strain, and avoid overheating. Question 19. What does this sign warn drivers about? A. Steep descent ahead. B. Steep ascent ahead. C. Falling rocks. D. Speed bump. Answers is A. Steep descent ahead. This sign indicates a steep descent ahead. Drivers should reduce speed and may need to use A lower gear to control their vehicle's speed and prevent brake fade. Question 20. What road condition does this sign warn about? A. Uneven road surface. B. Slippery road. C. Road narrows. D. Loose gravel. Answers is A. Uneven road surface. This uneven road sign warns drivers of in the road surface that could cause discomfort or loss of control if not approached with caution and speed. Question 21. What does this warning sign indicate on the road? A. A hump or speed bump. B. A pothole. C. A dip in the road. D. Rough pavement. Answers is A hump or speed bump. This sign warns of a hump or speed bump ahead. Drivers should reduce speed to avoid damage to their vehicle's suspension or tires, or discomfort to passengers. Question 22. What does this sign warn drivers about regarding falling debris? A. Falling rocks from above. B. Road construction. C. Landslide area. D. Loose gravel on road. Answers is A. Falling rocks from above. This falling rocks sign warns drivers of the potential for rocks or debris to fall onto the roadway from cliffs or hillsides. Drive with increased caution and avoid stopping. Question 23. What hazard does this sign warn about? A. Strong side wind. B. Foggy conditions. C. Heavy rain. D. Snow and ice. Answers is A. Strong side wind. This side wind sign warns drivers of areas where strong crosswinds may affect vehicle stability, especially for larger vehicles, motorcycles, or those towing trailers. Question 24. What does this sign prohibit drivers from doing? A. Overtaking other vehicles. B. Turning left. C. Making a U-turn. D. Driving over speed limit. Answers is A. Overtaking other vehicles. This no overtaking sign indicates that drivers are prohibited from passing other vehicles in this section of the road, often due to poor visibility, narrow lanes, or specific hazards. Question 25. What action should a driver take when seeing this sign? A. Pass obstacle on the right. B. Pass obstacle on the left. C. Stop before obstacle. D. Turn back. Answers is A. Pass obstacle on the right. This sign indicates that drivers must pass the obstacle e.g. traffic island or median only on the right side. It guides traffic flow safely around hazards in the road. Question 26. What does this sign indicate for passing an obstacle? A. Pass obstacle on the left. B. Pass obstacle on the right. C. Proceed straight. D. Yield to obstacle. Answers is A. Pass obstacle on the left. This sign indicates that drivers must pass the obstacle e.g. traffic island or median only on the left side. It directs traffic to ensure safe passage around obstructions. Question 27. What type of road does this sign mark the beginning of? A. Motorway or expressway. B. Residential street. C. One-way street. D. Roadwork zone. Answers is A, motorway or expressway. This motorway sign indicates the beginning of a motorway or expressway, which typically has higher speed limits, restricted access, and no pedestrian or cyclist traffic. Question 28. What does this sign inform you about the road ahead? A, road for motor vehicles, B, bicycle path, C, pedestrian zone, D, no vehicles allowed. Answers is A, road for motor vehicles. This road for motor vehicles sign indicates that the road is primarily for motor vehicles and may have specific rules, such as higher speed limits or restricted access for other users. Question 29. What does this sign indicate about the traffic lanes? A, reversible lane ahead, B, one-way street, C, lane ends soon, D, two-way traffic. Answers is A, reversible lane ahead. This reversible lane road sign indicates that one or more lanes are reversible, meaning the direction of traffic flow can change, usually by overhead lane control signals. Question 30. What does this sign indicate regarding distance? A, object is ahead, B, speed limit is 30 km per hour, C, exit in 3, D, parking for 3 hours. Answers is A, object is ahead. This distance to object plate indicates that the condition or object by the main sign placed above this plate is 300 meters straight ahead. Question 31. What does this sign specify for parking? A, parallel to road edge, B, perpendicular to curb, C, on the pavement, D, no parking zone. Answers is A, parallel to road edge. This method of parking plate that vehicles must park parallel to the edge of the carriageway roadway in this area, following local parking regulations. Question 32. What information does this supplementary plate provide? A, direction of priority road, B, no entry for large vehicles, C, road narrows ahead, D, intersection ahead. Answers is A, direction of priority road. This direction of the priority road plate is used with give way or stop signs to show the exact path of the priority road through an intersection, helping drivers understand. Question 33. What does this sign warn about the road width? A, road narrows from both sides, B, road widens ahead, C, uneven road surface, D, lane closure. Answers is A, road narrows from both sides. This road narrows on both sides sign warns drivers that the road ahead will become narrower, requiring caution and potentially merging or yielding to oncoming traffic. Question 34. What does this warning sign indicate ahead? A, traffic lights ahead, B, stop sign ahead, C, pedestrian crossing, D, railway crossing. Answers is A, traffic lights ahead. This traffic light ahead sign warns drivers to be prepared for an upcoming traffic light, which may not be visible from a distance due to curves, hills, or obstructions. Question 35. What does this sign indicate about road users? A, cyclists, B, pedestrian crossing, C, school zone, D, motorcycle path. Answers is A, cyclists. This cyclist sign warns drivers to be aware of cyclists who may be entering or crossing the roadway, often near bike paths, trails, or residential areas. Question 36. What does this warning sign indicate? A. Cattle crossing the road. B. Wild animals crossing. C. Farm equipment ahead. D. Zoo entrance. Answers is A. Cattle crossing the road. This cattle crossing sign warns drivers to be prepared for livestock, e.g., cows, sheep to be on or near the roadway, common in rural or agricultural areas. Drive slowly. Question 37. What does this prohibitory sign signify? A. No entry for all vehicles. B. No parking. C. One-way traffic. D. Yield to pedestrians. Answers is A. No entry for all vehicles. This movement prohibited sign means that no vehicle of any kind is permitted to enter the road or area beyond the sign. It often designates private roads or restricted zones. Question 38. What specific path does this sign designate? A. Dedicated cycle track. B. Pedestrian walkway. C. Shared path. D. Motor vehicle lane. Answers is A. Dedicated cycle track. This cycle track sign designates a path specifically for bicycles, and other vehicles or pedestrians are generally not permitted to use it, ensuring cyclist safety. Question 39. When changing lanes, what is the most important step after checking mirrors? A. Check your blind spot. B. Signal for 3 seconds. C. Accelerate quickly. D. Brake slowly. Answers is A. Check your blind spot. After checking mirrors, it is crucial to check your blind spot by doing a shoulder check to ensure no vehicle is hidden from your mirrors before changing lanes to prevent collisions. Question 40. What is the recommended following distance under ideal driving conditions? A. At least 2 seconds. B. 1 second. C. 3 car lengths. D. 5 seconds. Answers is A. At least 2 seconds. The rule is a widely recommended minimum following distance under ideal conditions. In poor weather or on slippery roads, this distance should be increased to 3 or 4 seconds. Question 41. When parallel parking, how far can you be from the curb in most Canadian provinces? A. No more than 30. B. No more than 50. C. Within 1 meter. D. Any reasonable distance. Answers is A. No more than 30. Most Canadian provinces require you to park parallel to the curb, with your vehicle's wheels no further than 30 centimeters, approximately 12 inches from the curb. Question 42. What should you do if an emergency vehicle approaches with flashing lights and siren? A. Pull over to the right and stop. B. Speed up to clear the path. C. Continue driving slowly. D. Turn left at next intersection. Answers is A. Pull over to the right and stop. You must immediately pull over to the nearest curb or edge of the roadway, clear of intersections, and stop until the emergency vehicle has safely passed. This is known as the move over law. Question 43. When approaching a school bus with flashing red lights from behind on a highway, what must you do? A. Stop at least 20 meters away. B. Slow down and pass carefully. C. Proceed if no children are visible. D. Honk to alert the bus driver. Answers is A. Stop at least 20 meters away. On a highway, all traffic approaching a school bus with flashing red lights from both directions must stop at a safe distance, often 20 meters, until the lights stop flashing. Question 44. What is the correct procedure for driving through a puddle? A. Slow down and avoid sudden turns. B. Speed up to splash water off. C. Turn sharply to avoid it. D. Brake hard while in it. Answers is A. Slow down and avoid sudden turns. Slow down before driving through a puddle to prevent hydroplaning, maintain control, and avoid splashing pedestrians or other vehicles. Check brakes after driving through deep water. Question 45. What should you do if your vehicle starts to hydroplane? A. Ease off gas, steer straight. B. Brake hard and steer opposite. C. Accelerate to gain traction. D. Turn off the engine. Answers is A. Ease off gas, steer straight. If hydroplaning, ease off the accelerator and steer gently in the direction you want to go. Do not brake or make sudden turns, as this can cause loss of control when traction returns. Question 46. When parking uphill with a curb, which way should you turn your front wheels? A. Away from the curb. B. The curb. C. Straight ahead. D. It does not matter. Answers is A. Away from the curb. When parking uphill with a curb, turn your front wheels away from the curb. If your brakes fail, your vehicle will roll back into the curb, preventing it from rolling into traffic. Question 47. What is a common sign of a stale green light? A. It has been green for a while. B. It just turned green. C. It is flashing green. D. Pedestrians are crossing. Answers is A. It has been green for a while. A stale green light is one that has been green for some time and is likely to change to yellow or red soon. Be prepared to stop or slow down when approaching such a light. Question 48. When driving in fog, what type of headlights should you use? A. Low beam headlights. B. High beam headlights. C. Parking lights only. D. No lights are needed. Answers is A. Low beam headlights. Low beam headlights should be used in fog. High beams will reflect off the fog particles and reduce visibility even further, creating a glare and making it harder to see. Question 49. What is the main danger of distracted driving? A. Reaction time. B. Increased fuel consumption. C. Faster travel speed. D. Better road awareness. Answers is A. Reaction time. Distracted driving, such as using a cell phone or adjusting the radio, significantly reduces a driver's attention to the road, leading to slower reaction times and increased crash risk. Question 50. What does a broken white line on the road indicate? A. You may change lanes. B. Do not change lanes. C. Passing is prohibited. D. Road ends ahead. Answers is A. You may change lanes. A broken white line separates lanes of traffic traveling in the same direction and indicates that you may change lanes when it is safe to do so, provided there is enough space.